God's chosen ones, you've been marked for a divine mission. Now prepare for your destiny shift. Chosen one, the universe observes every step you take with profound intention. The fact that you are watching this video right now is no accident. This moment is woven into the grand design set forth by the divine. In the coming days, something monumental is set to unfold in your life. A shift so powerful it will transform everything. Why? Because you have passed the ultimate test, the test of honesty, integrity, and unwavering faith. The universe has seen your resilience, and now you have been chosen for a divine blessing. Every challenge you have faced, every setback, was part of God's master plan to strengthen you, preparing you to receive something greater than you have ever dreamed. Imagine living your usual life, moving through each day, when suddenly a billionaire, yes, someone with immense wealth and influence, takes a deep, intentional interest in you. Not just a passing curiosity, but an active desire to understand, connect, and even uplift you. It may sound beyond belief, but do not dismiss it. There is a reason behind this connection, a reason so extraordinary that it will surpass any expectation. In today's message, we will delve into how this alignment is unfolding perfectly for you, the chosen one, to bring forth the abundance, peace, and sense of purpose you were always destined to embody. This is your season to rise, to flourish, and to embrace blessings that will alter the course of your life. Before you immerse yourself in this journey of transformation, take a moment to leave $9.99 in the comments as a signal of your readiness to the universe. If you feel led, consider showing your appreciation through a super thanks. Your support amplifies this message, helping it reach others who need to hear it. Even if you simply choose to subscribe to this channel, your energy is welcomed here, joining a collective of souls on a journey toward enlightenment and divine purpose. The universe is aligning for you, and by embracing this message fully, you are stepping into a future that holds unimaginable blessings. God's chosen ones, God's chosen billionaire has taken a sudden interest in you. The first sign, vague visits and mysterious messages sometimes. Chosen ones, the universe whispers its intentions before it unveils them outright. This is often how it starts, a sequence of subtle, almost unnoticeable signs, seemingly random at first, yet strangely personal. Imagine sitting quietly in a coffee shop, simply scrolling through your phone, enveloped in the rhythm of daily life. Then, a random conversation nearby catches your ear. A name is mentioned, one that echoes with immense power. It is not just any name, it is the name of a billionaire, someone whose influence is so vast you would never imagine they know of your existence. Initially, it seems like nothing more than a coincidence, but is it? In biblical stories, such as the tale of Elijah, God often spoke in subtle, quiet ways. A still small voice, as described in 1 Kings 19:12, rather than grand gestures. Are these encounters mere chance, or could they be whispers from a higher power, preparing you for something extraordinary? Could these small nudges be God's way of aligning you with an impending blessing, nudging you to pay closer attention? As the days pass, things only get stranger. Picture this: you are at home, clearing out your email inbox, deleting spam, and browsing through your messages when suddenly an unfamiliar message stands out. It is short, vague, almost cryptic, nothing like the typical junk you have become accustomed to. There is no request for bank details, no scam alert. Instead, it holds a simple, direct question that almost feels tailored to you. Are you ready for something new? Or do you believe in destiny? This message might seem odd, but for some reason, it resonates deeply. It is as if someone or something understands your journey, your struggles, and your readiness for a new chapter. Could this be a nudge from the divine, letting you know that a breakthrough is on the horizon. In Isaiah 30:21, it is written, "And your ears shall hear a word behind you saying, 'This is the way, walk in it,' when you turn to the right or when you turn to the left." This mysterious email may be a signpost on your path, urging you to take notice of something greater at work. Reflect for a moment. Have you ever received a seemingly random message or overheard something that struck a chord with you? What if this is God's way of aligning you with an opportunity that requires you to stay attuned to these subtle signs? Share your thoughts in the comments, and if you are starting to feel these signs resonate, comment 999 to affirm your readiness for the path ahead. As you take in these signs, ask yourself, could this be a divine setup, a calling from the universe that is preparing you for a life-changing connection? The chosen ones are never left unnoticed by God, and perhaps this is just the beginning of something remarkable. As the days go by, you find yourself encountering even more strange coincidences, as if life itself is whispering clues in your ear. Every step you take, every new interaction, seems to somehow circle back to this mysterious billionaire. It is as though his name, once distant and unrelated to your world, now hangs in the air around you, almost palpable. Is it fate, or just a bizarre sequence of random events? The line between reality and something more mystical begins to blur. Then, one day, another message arrives, catching you completely off guard. This time, the tone is different, more direct, yet still steeped in that same enigmatic quality. This message is not just generic, it is personal. They address you by name, and as you read through the carefully crafted words, you sense that whoever is behind this knows you on a level that feels almost intimate. They reference details about your life, things that only someone close to you would know. It is unsettling but strangely exhilarating. Questions race through your mind. How do they know so much about me? Why are they reaching out now? With each message that follows, more and more pieces of a strange puzzle are laid before you. These are not random emails or generic notes. They feel like breadcrumbs, each one leading you further down a path you never expected to walk. What could they possibly want from me? You might wonder, as a mix of excitement and nervous energy fills you. A sense of destiny begins to pull at your thoughts, nudging you toward an answer that feels just out of reach. In the following days, you start to pick up on other signs, subtle yet unmistakable. Perhaps someone connected to this billionaire casually mentions your name in an online forum, or maybe an acquaintance reaches out suddenly, taking an interest in your work. Each interaction feels carefully placed, almost as if it is orchestrated by a force beyond your understanding. It is both thrilling and unsettling, like stepping onto a stage in a play where you do not yet know your lines. Are you imagining it, or could this be real? Each new sign, each little nudge from the universe, leaves you both excited and a bit wary. You feel the weight of this strange attention, and while there is an undeniable thrill to it, a small voice inside you also whispers caution. Yet, despite the unknowns and the lingering doubts, you cannot shake the feeling that something bigger is at play. This billionaire's interest in you is not coincidental or random. It feels purposeful, almost preordained. Could this be part of a divine plan, a path set before you by something much greater than you? In your heart, you sense that your life is on the cusp of something transformative. You do not know what lies ahead, but one thing is certain: this journey, wherever it may lead, is bound to reshape your world in ways you cannot yet fathom. As you take each step forward, remember this is not just a twist of fate. It is part of a universal design, one that has been crafted uniquely for you, a chosen one standing on the brink of something incredible. 2. Invitations to special events out of nowhere. You start receiving exclusive invitations to high-profile events, gala dinners, charity fundraisers, tech summits. places you have only ever seen on TV or read about in magazines. These are gatherings where celebrities, top politicians, renowned artists, and powerful business moguls all come together. Places where the conversations are deep, the laughter is refined, and the air is charged with ambition and vision. Somehow, you are on the guest list, as if a higher force is carefully orchestrating these new encounters for you. When the first invitation arrives, you are stunned. You might wonder if it is a mistake, but as you read it over, you see your name clearly printed, along with an invitation to be among people whose influence spans the world. This is not spam, nor an accident, it is personal, as if someone has ensured your name is included. With excitement and a hint of nervousness, you decide to go. As you prepare, choosing what to wear and imagining what it will be like, you know deep down that this is not just an event, it is the beginning of something much bigger. Biblical stories are filled with similar moments of unexpected elevation. Think of Joseph, who, despite being sold into slavery, rose to stand among Egypt's elite as a trusted advisor to Pharaoh, as described in Genesis 41:39-44. Like Joseph, you may feel uncertain or unprepared, but each invitation that arrives signifies a calling, a divine setup for a purpose yet to be revealed. Could this be God's way of positioning you for something greater, just as He did with Joseph? As you prepare to attend, there is an undeniable blend of nervousness and excitement. You spend time choosing what to wear, envisioning the setting, and wondering what these events will hold. Yet, even with all your preparation, nothing can fully prepare you for what is to come. The magnitude of stepping through those doors and being welcomed into a world that once felt far beyond your reach. Have you ever felt like you were stepping into a role or a place that seemed beyond your current reality? Perhaps this experience is intended to stretch you, to reveal the potential that you may not yet see in yourself. God often calls us beyond our comfort zones, not to intimidate us, but to reveal strengths and insights we did not know we had. Just as Esther was brought to the palace for such a time as this, as described in Esther 4:14, you too may be positioned for a significant purpose. The experience is surreal, like stepping into a dream you have only imagined. As you walk into the first event, it is unlike anything you have encountered before. Dimmed lights cast a golden glow over the room, reflecting off crystal chandeliers that hang above elegantly dressed guests. The laughter, lively conversations, and soft clinking of glasses create an atmosphere that is as mesmerizing as it is intimidating. Just as you begin to question if you belong in such a setting, you are greeted warmly, and it is as if the entire event was waiting for you to arrive. Courteous attendants guide you toward the VIP section, reassuring you with friendly smiles and gestures that you are exactly where you are meant to be. For a moment, you wonder if this might be a strange coincidence or even a trick, but the respect and attention directed toward you dispel any doubts. As you walk through the room, familiar faces, celebrities, influential figures, and individuals you have only seen on screens or magazine covers surround you, laughing and engaging in animated conversations. Suddenly, these people seem real, approachable, and you realize they are just like anyone else. With a glass of champagne in hand, you find yourself absorbing snippets of conversations about revolutionary projects, groundbreaking innovations, and life-altering ideas. Have you ever imagined yourself in such circles, discussing ideas that shape the world? This moment feels both thrilling and surreal, yet there is a deep sense that this is no accident. Perhaps, like Joseph, who rose from his humble beginnings to sit beside Pharaoh as a respected advisor, as described in Genesis 41:39-44, you too are being positioned for a purpose. Just then you catch sight of someone observing you from across the room. It takes a moment to recognize them, but when you do, it is like a jolt. Standing there, calm and composed, is the billionaire who has taken an interest in you, the one who set this journey into motion. Their gaze is steady, intense, yet respectful. They do not approach you immediately. Instead, they give you space to acclimate, as though they know this world is still new to you. The distance between you feels deliberate, almost like a silent test, allowing you to settle into your surroundings and find your footing. As you navigate conversations and share your thoughts with those around you, a shift happens. You start feeling at ease, as if this is where you were always meant to be. The billionaire's occasional glances seem to carry a silent encouragement, acknowledging your presence and perhaps even testing your resilience. It is as if they are quietly assessing whether you are prepared for what is to come, reminding you of David, who was quietly observed and chosen for greatness despite his humble beginnings, as described in 1 Samuel 16:7. By the end of the evening, you feel something beyond excitement. You feel ready. There is a newfound confidence in you. A feeling that this is not just a chance encounter, but a purposeful introduction into a world that holds greater significance for your life's journey. As you prepare to leave, you catch one last look at the billionaire. They give you a slight nod, a gesture that seems to say, "This is only the beginning." There is an unspoken understanding between you, a sense that what lies ahead will challenge, refine, and elevate you. Are you prepared to step fully into this calling, knowing that this path may require courage, faith, and unwavering determination? Like Abraham, called to leave behind the familiar and step into the unknown with only faith as his guide, as described in Hebrews 11:8, you too may find that this journey demands trust in a higher plan. You leave the event that night with a sense of anticipation, ready to explore the path laid before you, even if it means stepping into the unknown. 3. Access to private wealth and resources one day. Just as you are starting to adjust to this surreal journey, an unexpected delivery arrives, catching you off guard. It is beautifully wrapped, the weight in your mind heavy with anticipation. There is no message or note, just your name printed in bold, elegant letters on the outside. Heart racing, you carefully unwrap the package to find an item of extraordinary prestige, a black card, one reserved for the world's wealthiest elite. This is not just any luxury item, it is an invitation into an entirely new realm, a symbol of a lifestyle few can fathom. You have heard whispers of these cards before, access to limitless experiences, services designed to fulfill your every desire, and doors opened in places most people only dream about. As you hold it, awe and disbelief mingle in your mind. Could this really be for you? Could someone truly gift you access to such privilege? Before you can even process the black card's significance, another unexpected delivery arrives. A set of keys with a personalized, engraved note attached. This smaller card reads, "Use these as you wish. Consider this a glimpse of what lies ahead." Your mind races with questions. What do these keys unlock? A penthouse in the city? A hidden retreat by the ocean? A peaceful mountain sanctuary? The mystery surrounding it is exhilarating, leaving you both curious and slightly overwhelmed. Determined to discover the reality of this gift, you follow the directions, arriving at a breathtaking property that feels like a dream. The architecture is sleek, modern, yet timeless, designed with floor-to-ceiling windows framing panoramic views. Every inch of the interior is thoughtfully curated. Luxurious furnishings, state-of-the-art technology, and rare artifacts that reveal a depth of culture and history. This is more than a home. It is an experience, a sanctuary of elegance and inspiration. Do you feel it? The possibility, the sense of freedom to shape life without constraints? It is as though the very walls whisper of dreams realized and a world without limits. urging you to envision what could be. As you explore, you find spaces that reflect not just wealth but passion and vision. One room houses an impressive library filled with rare books and manuscripts, treasures of knowledge that invite you to dive deeper. Another is a private cinema room, equipped with plush seating and the latest technology. Each space seems to speak to you, inviting you into a life of abundance and creativity. Yet, as you move through these rooms, it becomes clear that this is not simply about material luxury. It feels like a test, a profound opportunity challenging you to consider the deeper implications of this lifestyle. In these gifts, there is a silent question, almost a dare. Can you truly embrace this world? Do you comprehend what is being offered and the responsibilities it brings? It is as though this billionaire is not merely extending generosity. They are inviting you to step into a world of influence, to see what it means to live a life that can create real impact. Like Solomon, who was blessed not just with riches but with wisdom and responsibility to lead a nation, as described in 1 Kings 3:9-13, you feel a sense of purpose in these gifts, a call to transcend the superficial and to rise to a greater mission. As you pause, looking over the vast beauty around you, you might wonder, could you truly handle this life? Could you become someone who not only enjoys these luxuries, but uses them to bring about meaningful change? This is more than wealth. It is an invitation to think bigger, to step into a calling that could influence others for good. So, while the experience is exhilarating, it is also grounding, reminding you that this journey is about more than privilege. It is about stepping into a role that holds the potential to transform lives. Are you ready to rise to this challenge, to see where this path will lead? As you begin to embrace the opulence around you, the weight of this journey starts to sink in. No longer just a spectator, you are stepping into a world where wealth and power are not mere fantasies. They are tangible, right in front of you. It is exhilarating to experience a lifestyle where luxury, influence, and limitless possibilities surround you. But as much as this reality seems enticing, there is a deeper, underlying sense that this is a test. These gifts are not merely tokens of wealth. They are part of a larger purpose, a way to gauge your ability to handle access and authority responsibly. With every new experience, a part of you keeps circling back to a simple but profound question: why me? Out of all people, what could make you specifically worthy of such privilege? Yet, it is this very question that keeps you grounded, reminding you that there is something greater at work here. In the same way God prepared Joseph in Egypt, taking him from the prison to the palace, giving him wisdom to manage vast resources for the benefit of others, as described in Genesis 41:39-40. You sense that perhaps this experience is not just about personal gain, but about preparing you to use these resources to make a meaningful impact. The gifts are lavish, certainly, but they are also subtle prompts, gentle reminders of a life where power goes hand in hand with responsibility. Could it be that you are being prepared for a role that holds potential far beyond personal luxury? A life where influence could uplift others, where your journey could inspire and impact lives in ways you have yet to imagine. The wealth and prestige are real, yet they feel like tools or stepping stones, guiding you toward a purpose that transcends material success. These gestures seem to nudge you forward, urging you to look beyond the surface. They hint at a life of significance, of legacy, an existence that reaches beyond yourself. In this luxurious setting, you might ask yourself, how will I use these gifts? Will they merely serve as markers of personal achievement, or will they be the starting point for something much larger, something that touches the lives of others? The allure of this unknown journey is undeniable, but it is the calling to something deeper, something purposeful, that truly stirs your heart. 4. Uncovering a hidden purpose. As time unfolds, you start to connect the dots, gradually unveiling the true reason behind the billionaire's interest. It becomes clear this is not about luck or a casual curiosity. There is a hidden project, a mission that requires a specific kind of person, someone with a distinct blend of qualities that cannot be found on a resume. This billionaire has seen traits in you that you may not even have recognized in yourself. Slowly, the realization dawns on you. You were chosen because of who you are at the core, not for any superficial reason. This is not about filling a position or being at the right place at the right time. You have been chosen because of attributes that define you, your integrity, your resilience, and perhaps your unique way of seeing the world. Think of Joseph from the Bible, who was sold into slavery, but eventually rose to power in Egypt precisely because his wisdom, loyalty, and insight were irreplaceable, as described in Genesis 41:39-41. Similarly, this hidden mission calls for someone who can uphold its values while navigating a complex world. This billionaire is not looking for just anyone. They are looking for someone with qualities that can withstand the challenges ahead, qualities that make you uniquely qualified. As you reflect on this, a sense of responsibility begins to take hold. This is more than a job, it is a calling. You have been brought in not as a subordinate, but as a collaborator, an equal. Could it be that all your past experiences were preparing you for this moment? The times you acted with integrity when no one was watching, the choices you made with compassion over self-gain, all of these may have led you to this very purpose. This revelation brings a mix of emotions. There is a thrill in the mystery and enormity of it, but also a deep sense of duty. The project you are stepping into could be life-changing, not only for you but for countless others. Perhaps it aims to address issues that impact entire communities or even alter the course of history. As these thoughts settle in, you feel the gravity of the mission, but also a powerful sense of readiness. With each new piece of this journey, your role becomes clearer. You are not just there to execute tasks, you are there to uphold something significant, to be a guardian of a vision that requires unwavering dedication. What will it take to fulfill this calling? The path forward is daunting but exhilarating, filled with possibilities. It is as if every challenge is a test of the very qualities that set you apart, the qualities that inspired this billionaire to choose you. Now, each step feels laden with purpose. Every interaction, every decision, becomes a reflection of the attributes that brought you here. You are no longer simply part of a team. You are part of something far greater, a vision that extends beyond any one individual. With this awareness, there is no turning back. This mission, with its mysteries and its weight, is your calling, and you embrace it with a renewed sense of purpose, knowing that you were indeed meant for this. 5. The dark side of fame and influence. At first, stepping into the spotlight feels surreal, like a dream come true. You are surrounded by admiration, and suddenly every word you speak seems to carry weight, captivating audiences in ways you never anticipated. But as the initial thrill begins to settle, the reality of fame's gravity becomes apparent. You quickly realize that fame does not just shine a light on your accomplishments, it casts shadows too. For every person who looks up to you, there is another who questions your motives, waiting for any misstep. Soon rumors begin to spread, some so outrageous they are laughable, others uncomfortably close to truths but stretched and twisted beyond recognition. You are amazed at how confidently people assume they know everything about you, even though they have never truly known you at all. Initially, you can brush off the negativity. You remind yourself that every notable person faces criticism, and that this is simply part of the journey. But over time, the sheer volume of opinions and judgment wears you down, Friends and family members, influenced by public perception, might start to question your motives, not from malice, but because they too hear the rumors and doubts that swirl around you. Strangers you have never met appear convinced they understand your intentions better than you do yourself. The constant speculation and scrutiny chip away at your peace, and it becomes increasingly difficult to distinguish who genuinely supports you and who just wants a piece of your success. As the pressure mounts, the simplest choices you make are no longer yours alone. Small, everyday decisions become fodder for public debate. The privacy you once took for granted, the ability to make mistakes without fear of backlash, these feel like luxuries of a life left behind. Now, it seems as though the world watches your every move, waiting for confirmation of its judgments. The weight of constant scrutiny becomes isolating, and the confidence you once held can start to waver as doubts seep in. Have you changed? Are you becoming the very person they accuse you of being? These questions hang heavy, creating an internal struggle that feels both relentless and unavoidable. This new reality of fame brings with it an unexpected loneliness. The initial excitement of recognition morphs into a test of resilience, forcing you to question how closely you can hold on to your values when surrounded by voices with their own expectations of who you should be. Can you stay true to yourself when even those who once supported you now see you differently? It feels as though you are standing on shifting ground, forced to adjust constantly just to stay upright. This journey, you realize, is not solely about success or fame. It is about enduring the pressures of attention and judgment while remaining grounded in who you truly are. In the Bible, David too faced seasons of intense scrutiny and judgment. Despite being chosen by God, he endured criticism, betrayal, and public judgment from those who could not see his heart, as described in various Psalms. Like David, perhaps this experience of scrutiny is not a punishment, but a refining process. Could it be that these challenges are helping to reveal the depth of your character, shaping you for an even greater purpose? As you move forward, it becomes clear that fame is only meaningful if you can withstand the pressures it brings. The challenge is not to escape criticism, but to let it refine you, to emerge stronger and more certain of who you are, even when the world around you insists on casting you in its own image. Each judgment and rumor becomes an opportunity to reaffirm your integrity, to remember why you embarked on this path in the first place. This journey is not a glamorous ride. It is a crucible that reveals your true character. It is a chance to prove to yourself, and perhaps even to the world, that you are more than a public persona. You are someone with depth, resilience, and unwavering purpose. 6. Revealing the real agenda. After months of piecing together the hints and unraveling the mystery of why you have been chosen, the moment of truth finally arrives. The atmosphere is heavy with anticipation as you are led into a quiet, refined room. There, seated in perfect composure yet radiating an intense presence, sits the billionaire. They gesture for you to join them, and as you take your seat, you feel a palpable sense of purpose filling the space between you. This is not just a meeting, it is a pivotal encounter, one that you can feel in your core will change everything. With a calm but weighty tone, they begin to speak, carefully measuring each word. They tell you that every step you have taken, every challenge you have overcome, has prepared you for this moment. This journey was never just about you, it was about something grander, a vision not just for themselves but for humanity at large. They describe a mission so bold that it feels almost otherworldly, like an opportunity to reshape the way people live, connect, or think. Or perhaps it is a project meant to heal an enduring wound in society, bringing hope, justice, and resources to people who have been overlooked for too long. Whatever the details, the enormity of the purpose becomes clear. This is not just another initiative. It is an endeavor of monumental importance. As you listen, fully absorbing each word, you feel the weight of their words sink in. They outline the project's depth, the intricate plans they have laid out, and the thoughtful selection process they use to bring the right people into this vision. Then they pause, leaning forward, meeting your gaze with a directness that cuts through every layer of doubt or hesitation. They explain why they chose you. Out of countless people, they saw something singular in you, something that transcends qualifications or talent. Maybe it was a past decision where you stood for what was right despite the cost. Or perhaps it was a moment when your creativity broke through obstacles, or your compassion left an indelible mark on those around you. Whatever it was, they saw in you a depth of character that cannot be taught, and it is that quality, the essence of who you are, that has brought you here. The responsibility they are inviting you to shoulder is immense, and they do not downplay it. They lay out the sacrifices it will require, the challenges you will face, and the potential risks that lie ahead. The weight of these demands presses on you, almost tangible, as they share the magnitude of the undertaking. But there is also a spark, a recognition that this could be exactly what you were meant for. All the experiences, trials, and growth you have endured seem to converge at this moment, as if every step of your journey was preparing you for this opportunity. As the conversation comes to an end, the billionaire looks at you with a rare vulnerability, as if to say, "This is your destiny." The decision to accept this role is not something you can take lightly, and yet there is a sense of knowing within you. This feels like the very path you have been waiting for. Even if you did not recognize it at first, you step out of that room transformed, your life now anchored by a purpose that transcends personal ambition. Now, it is no longer just about the billionaire's vision. It is about your own convictions, your desire to leave a meaningful legacy. You are not merely a participant in this mission. You are a crucial pillar in a structure that has the potential to shift paradigms. As daunting as it may be, you feel ready to build something timeless, something that reflects the best of who you are and speaks to the values you hold dear. This is a new beginning, one that demands your full spirit and commitment. The journey ahead is bound to test you in ways you can hardly foresee, challenging your patience, resilience, and every lesson you have internalized along the way. Yet as you walk out of that room, there is an undeniable peace that fills you, a quiet, unshakable conviction that you are precisely where you are meant to be. It is as if a divine assurance surrounds you, whispering that this is not just another step, but the step, the one that aligns perfectly with your calling. You know this path will not be easy. There will be trials, moments that push you to draw deeply from the well of your character. You may face doubts from others, obstacles from unexpected sources, and times when the goal feels distant. But the opportunity before you, a chance to create impact, to be part of something enduring, far outweighs any challenge. This is a mission that calls for everything you are, asking you to apply the values you hold dear and the wisdom you have gained from life's hardest moments. As you embark on this journey, there is a sense of readiness within you, a profound sense that this is what you were meant for. You are not merely accepting a role or fulfilling a duty. You are stepping into a new dimension of your own purpose, one that allows you to touch the world in ways you once only imagined. So, with a heart full of anticipation and a spirit fortified by every experience that has led you here, you set out, ready to make a mark that will echo beyond your own lifetime. This is your moment to shine, to influence, and to build something that could truly change lives. As you move forward, one thing is certain: this journey will be extraordinary. 7. Taking on the mission. Challenges and doubts. Stepping into this role, the blend of exhilaration and uncertainty grips you tightly. You have been entrusted with a mission of vast significance, a chance to affect change on a scale few ever encounter. But as you take your first steps, reality settles in, and you quickly realize that the journey is layered with challenges you had not anticipated. The initial excitement is soon replaced by the gravity of the obstacles ahead, technical hurdles that seem insurmountable, pushback from people who misunderstand or doubt your vision, and logistical puzzles demanding resources and time beyond what you first estimated. Each day presents fresh trials, each one probing your resolve and questioning your commitment. The billionaire, who previously kept a measured distance, now steps in with a presence both challenging and supportive. They do not simplify your path or lessen the load. Rather, they set expectations even higher, urging you to stretch beyond what you thought possible. There is a grounded toughness in their guidance, insights born from hard-earned experience. They share personal stories of setbacks and failures, recounting moments when they too faced uncertainty and defeat. Through these conversations, you realize that the path to greatness is anything but linear. It is tangled with mistakes, pivots, and moments of doubt. Yet, you are reminded that these very moments are what shape resilience and drive. Still, this knowledge does not fully ease the weight you feel. Some days feel especially daunting. Imposter syndrome creeps in, whispering that the task might be too grand for you to bear. In these quiet, challenging moments, you wonder if the billionaire made an error in choosing you, if someone else might have been better suited for the role. Self-doubt becomes a familiar companion, and on difficult nights, it is hard to silence these worries. The enormity of the mission looms over you, especially on days when progress seems elusive, and you question why you took on this responsibility in the first place. But somehow, despite the setbacks, you find reasons to persevere. Maybe it is the memory of that first weighty conversation with the billionaire, their unwavering look, the strength of their belief in you, the sincerity in their words about the vision. Perhaps it is the thought of the lives that stand to benefit from the mission's success, the positive ripple effects it could create. Or maybe it is a fire within, a quiet, persistent belief that giving up now would mean abandoning something profoundly impactful. You feel you owe it, not only to the billionaire or those who might be helped, but to yourself, to prove that you are capable of seeing this through. With each challenge you overcome, you notice growth. What once seemed overwhelming now appears as a stepping stone. Each hurdle refines your understanding and teaches you more about your own strength. You learn to problem solve with newfound creativity and endurance, acquiring skills you never thought you would need. The journey is sculpting you, building a resilience you had not realized was possible. In time, you begin to understand why the billionaire chose you, why they saw potential in your character even when you could not see it yourself. They did not choose someone who already had all the answers. They sought someone who would evolve, adapt, and rise through the process. In the end, you realize that this journey is not about starting with everything figured out. It is about the growth that happens when you are thrown into the unknown. It is a mission that calls for continuous transformation, a refining process that strengthens your character with each step forward. Now, with each new challenge you encounter, you carry the conviction that the billionaire's choice was never about perfection. It was about potential. The potential to rise, to learn, and to turn the challenges into stepping stones on the path towards something remarkable. As your journey unfolds, a profound sense of pride and quiet confidence begins to emerge within you. Each small victory, every hurdle overcome, feels like a milestone on the path toward becoming the person the billionaire believed you could be. The mission has evolved beyond simply validating their faith in you. It has become a personal endeavor. You are now motivated by a deeper desire to prove to yourself that you are capable of rising to the challenges, of becoming the individual you need to be to fulfill this mission with purpose and integrity. The doubts have not completely vanished, they linger, but they are no longer paralyzing. Instead, they have transformed into a source of motivation, a reminder that greatness does not come without struggle. These doubts now act as a catalyst, fueling a determination within you to meet each obstacle head-on. As you push forward, the challenges become less intimidating, and you feel a newfound strength building. Each step forward, every problem solved, reinforces the resilience and wisdom you are cultivating on this journey. You begin to understand that this is not just about achieving a goal, it is about embodying a vision that will make a real difference. The struggles and lessons are not incidental, they are crucial parts of your growth, each one revealing a new facet of your potential. It is a journey of transformation, one that is shaping you into someone capable not only of reaching this vision, but of sustaining it and making a lasting impact. In these moments, you find yourself thinking back to pivotal figures who faced their own battles in Scripture, like Moses, who doubted his ability to lead yet grew into his role through faith and perseverance. Could this journey be your own transformation, like his? Are these challenges shaping you to become the leader you are meant to be? Every step brings clarity, as you realize that the journey is molding you into someone who is not only able to carry this vision forward but to inspire others along the way. With each hurdle you overcome, you grow closer to realizing that vision. Each challenge, each small triumph, is more than just progress. It is a testament to the strength and purpose that have been guiding you from the beginning. This path may be arduous, but every step forward is proof that you are capable of more than you ever imagined. As you continue, it is no longer just about the billionaire's vision, it is about your own, about stepping fully into the person you are becoming, and about making a difference that will echo far beyond you. 8. Embracing your destiny. The legacy begins. After trials, growth, and countless revelations, you finally step into your role with a newfound sense of purpose and confidence. The journey that began with a single email and an irresistible call to action has transformed your life in ways you could have never anticipated. You have earned the billionaire's trust, not just through skills and resilience, but by embodying a vision that aligns with something far greater than either of you alone. This is not just a partnership, it is a shared mission, a legacy that will endure long after the work is done. Each challenge you faced, every doubt overcome, has led you to this moment. You now see the road behind you with clarity. The trials were not obstacles but essential steps, refining your strength and sharpening your vision. Together, you and the billionaire lay the groundwork for something meaningful, something that reaches beyond personal success and into the lives of others. This legacy is no longer just an ambition, it is a testament of faith, resilience, and the courage to embrace a path that chose you as much as you chose it. As you look forward, the magnitude of what lies ahead fills you not with fear, but with anticipation. You are ready. The legacy that began with a single unexpected message has blossomed into a purpose that will inspire others to take their own bold steps, to answer their own calls to action. This journey has redefined you, but it has also prepared you to leave a mark, a reminder that sometimes the greatest missions in life arrive in the most unexpected ways. So there it is, a billionaire's sudden interest, a journey of self-discovery, and the chance to make a profound impact on the world. It turns out that being chosen is not merely about fame or fortune. It is about embracing your destiny and stepping up to a calling that only you can fulfill. This journey reminds us that every moment of struggle, every encounter, and every opportunity leads us closer to our true purpose. If this message resonates with you and you feel ready to embrace your path, I encourage you to comment 7,000 below, signaling to the universe that you are aligned with your destiny. Your journey is unique, and by sharing your thoughts, you inspire others to reflect on their own paths as well. Thank you for being here and for your unwavering support. If you found value in this content, consider donating through Super Thanks to help us continue spreading messages of hope and purpose. Do not forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share it with those who need to hear this message. As you step into your power, remember you are not alone. The universe supports you, and the path ahead is filled with endless possibilities. God bless you as you continue your journey, chosen one.